Hello and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. A short review of the Withings Steel HR. The Steel HR is a fitness tracker. It'll count your steps and measure your heart rate. And it'll even try to guess when you're working out or not. But unlike any other fitness tracker, it looks damn good while doing it. The Steel HR has found a nice balance between looking good and being functional. It doesn't look like the normal plastic armband that you might think of when you hear the word fitness tracker. And most people actually just think it's a watch, a nice watch. Like the other Withings products I've owned, the quality is actually pretty good, and I have no complaints about the quality whatsoever. There's a little thing about how you put the charger on it, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that difficult. You just have to line up the 45 or the 9 o'clock position with the cord on the charger, and then just let it find its own way. It'll click on like. The Steel HR is hardware-wise really good. It does exactly what it's supposed to be doing, and it does it really well. And I've missed wearing a watch. I haven't worn a watch for like 20 years. And for the first 3 days when I had the Steel HR, I was still picking up my phone to look at the clock with the hand I had the Steel HR on. The Steel HR is a bit too expensive for most people just wanting to count their steps. You can get a nice Fitbit Flex to do that. Also, if you're really into running and you want GPS tracking and you want exact heart rate and you want to know how much you've improved, then the Steel Things HR might not be for you either. But between those 2 points, there are those people that are like me, trying to make a lifestyle change, and we need something that can motivate us. And personally, I get motivated by seeing some numbers and improving upon those numbers the next day. And the Steel HR simply fits perfectly for those people who want a stylish watch that's also a really good fitness tracker. The battery life of the Steel HR is one of the things that I love about it the most. I don't like the fitness trackers where you have to charge them every 4 or 5 days, and I can't see the use in having a fitness tracker that don't measure my heart rate but gives me a battery lifespan of 6 months to a year. 20 to 25 days is just perfect. That means that I can charge it whenever I get around to it, or I can forget it for like 20 days and still have power to run on. They have done this by making the heart rate monitor have 2 settings. The normal setting is that it'll measure your heart rate about every 10 minutes, and it'll give you a fairly precise reading of how your workload is throughout the day. But if you tell it to go to workout mode, or it senses that you have started running or swimming, it'll automatically measure your heart rate every 1 second. You can also run it in this way all the time, but then it'll have a battery life of about 5 days, and I think they're being generous about that. You can also get notifications from your mobile phone on it. You can get email notifications, you can get calendar notifications, you can get messaging notifications. Personally, I don't use the email or calendar notifications, but I like to have the messaging turned on, because that means that I can have my phone on silent, and I can still see who's messaging me on the small display in the Steel HR. So, should you buy a Steel HR? Well, that depends. If you're a slim, fantastically good runner, then you might want basically a watch that's more geared toward those people. And if you're like 62, 64 and you've been told by a doctor you need to walk more, then maybe you don't need all the features of the Steel HR and you can save some money and buy a cheaper like Fitbit Flex. But for those people who want a good fitness tracker, who want a nice watch, who wants something that's discreet, where people don't automatically assume that you're wearing a fitness tracker, then the Steel Things HR might be the thing for you. I like how the information is laid out in the accompanying app, and you can really get some good information that you can base some choices upon. And then it has this stupidly awesome feature where if you change the time on your phone or travel to another country, it'll automatically set the time on your watch. And I've been playing around with this way too much, because I simply think it's cool when you do something digital. and it has an effect in the real world. The bad things about the Steel HR is that it could be made much better through the app. The company could make it a lot better with better integration with your mobile phone by using sensors in your mobile phone when you're working out, and simply by making small tweaks and adjustments. But luckily, that's all software, and if you have a good idea, you can write the company in. They might even do it. So I leave it up to you. What do you think of the Steel HR? Is it awesome? Is it nice looking, or is it just another fitness tracker? If you have any comment about it, leave them down below. If you have any comment about this video, constructive criticism, leave it also down below. If you like it, like it. If you dislike it, tell me. But this has been one of the most nerve-wracking experiences of my life, and I hope it will get easier as I'm going forward. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.